Hi there, Geeky Libertarian here. It's been over a year since I posted a video, so I decided it's time to get back on the wagon. This is sort of an offshoot of my 15-minute game show review series because I'm not talking about a game show that I want to see brought back, but rather this is about a game show that's currently on the air. I'm talking about Wheel of Fortune. Wheel is one of the best game shows ever made. When I grew up in the 80s and 90s, it was the hottest game show on TV. And like everyone in America, I had to watch it every night. Unfortunately, the show, while still popular, has, in my opinion, become somewhat stagnant in recent years, and apparently viewers feel the same way, as it's no longer the #1 game show on TV. Which is why I've come up with 6 ways to make Wheel of Fortune great again. Now, these are just some ideas that I came up with that, in my opinion, would improve the show. If you have any ideas on how to improve Wheel, feel free to leave comments. With that in mind, here's my 6 ideas. Number 1, increase the price of vowels. This is probably one idea I think a lot of us can agree on. The price of vowels has not changed in the 43.5 years Wheel has been on the air. It's always been $250. That was fine when the lowest amount on the wheel was only $100 and contestants had to work for it. But now the lowest amount on the wheel is $500. So I think that vowels should cost that much as well. This leads to my next idea. Number 2, update the wheel. The layout of the wheel has more or less been the same since 1996 when they stopped changing the configuration of the wheel for each round, with the main difference being an increase of the cash amounts, with the lowest amount becoming $500 in 2014. However, the wheel suffered a bit of a downgrade the following season when some of the amounts were lowered, such as the pink 900 becoming 600 and the orange 800 becoming 650. I personally think the wheel should be updated. For example, the pink 600 becomes 900 again for the first 3 rounds, the orange 650 becomes 850, and the blue 700 becomes 750. I would also have the pink 900 bumped up to $1,500 for round 4. And I would also move the bankrupt that's next to the top dollar amount and swap it with the red 700 and place the $1 million wedge on top of that bankrupt for the first 3 rounds. I would also have the top dollar in round 3 bumped up to $4,000 because it's redundant to have the $3,500 be the top dollar amount for 2 whole rounds. Speaking of eliminating redundancy, number 3, drop the $1,000 toss-up. This one is pretty obvious. I personally see no need for the $1,000 toss-up since all it determines is who Pat talks to first. It's basically unnecessary. I would have Pat talk to the contestants when he comes out and then go straight to the $2,000 toss-up to see who starts the game, and the $3,000 toss-up would be used before round 4 as it currently is now. Number 4, diversify the prizes. Some people are asking what they mean by diversify the prizes. Well, I'll explain it to you. In the late 80s and into the 90s, Wheel gave away all kinds of prizes. I'm not referring to when contestants used their money to shop, but rather the fabulous bonus prizes that were offered when the all-cash format was introduced in 1987. They gave away cash, of course, but they also gave away some luxury cars, motorhomes, speedboats, vacations, jewelry, rooms of furniture, and the latest electronics. Nowadays, the prizes are limited to trips, cars, and cash. I think Wheel should go back to giving away all kinds of prizes. If you've seen my anime game show videos, I had a $9,700 game room offered as one of the prizes on the wheel, and in the bonus round of that same video, I had a pair of Rolex watches worth over $60,000 as a prize. Those are the kind of prizes I'd like to see offered on the show again. Number 5, bring back the special puzzles. What I mean by that is that they should bring back some of the special categories that were used in the past, such as clue, slogan, and fill in the blank. For those who don't know how they worked, a clue puzzle described a person, place, or thing, and the contestant who solved the puzzle had a chance to guess what the puzzle described for a cash bonus. Slogan is pretty self-explanatory, and the puzzle was a well-known slogan, and the player had to guess who the slogan belonged to. With fill in the blank, the idea was to guess 3 or 4 items that had a missing common word represented by question marks. For example, blank puff, blank cheese, blank soda, and the answer would be cream. I also think they should bring back the red letter puzzles. Finally, number 6, find a new host and hostess. This may be the most controversial of my ideas. I got nothing against Pat and Vanna, They're a great team, and they're one of the reasons the show has been on for so long. They're TV legends, but even legends have to know when it's time to call it quits. Bob Barker retired from The Price is Right after 35 years, and Alex Trebek says he plans to retire from Jeopardy in 2020. I think Sony may want to have Pat and Vanna retire at the same time Alex does, so they can start fresh with both shows. Again, you may not all agree with this idea, but this is my suggestion. However, I don't have any ideas for successors. If anyone has an idea on who should succeed Pat and Vanna, leave a comment. Well, those are my 6 ideas to make Wheel of Fortune great again. Be sure to follow me on Twitter at LibertyGeek83 and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Until the next time, I'm the Geeky Libertarian. Peace, love, and freedom.